DC has some of the best anti-heroes, whether they're reformed villains or heroes that took a more brutal path. In this list, we're counting down the top 5 anti-heroes in the DC universe. Anti-heroes have become increasingly popular recently and are now a big trend in comics and pop culture as a whole. They often offer a more complex and interesting story than traditional heroes due to their unique moral codes and approaches to justice. Anti-hero stories can also easily tackle controversial and difficult themes, making for an engaging read. Number 5. Amanda Waller. Amanda Waller, also known as the Wall, is a feared and ruthless figure in espionage. She created and leads the Suicide Squad, working in a morally ambiguous gray area. Her power as a high-ranking government official gives her substantial sway in the DC universe. Even Batman has had disagreements with her methods, which speaks volumes about how formidable she truly is. However, Waller's relationship with the Suicide Squad has proved controversial even among its members. Captain Boomerang and other criminal members have clashed with her tactics, while the team's heroes have also voiced their dissent on occasion. Despite this, Amanda Waller remains one of the most intriguing and complex characters in the DC universe. Number 4. CATWOMAN. Selina Kyle is a classic example of the anti-hero archetype. She engages in villainous behavior and crosses a line or two, but she isn't an outright monster and still holds to some sort of code, especially when Batman keeps her in check. Catwoman represents a gray area in Batman's otherwise black and white world, blurring the line between right and wrong. Bruce tries hard to sway her to the good side. However, Selina always pulls away for one reason or another. It's not that she doesn't want to be good, it's just that she's never unable to stop being a thief for too long. Nonetheless, she occasionally teams up with Batman and does good deeds. She even saved the lives of the Justice League at one point. Number 3. The Comedian. Alan Moore, the renowned creator of Watchmen, also introduced Edward Blake into the series. As a hero and vigilante during the 1940s, Blake brought a unique perspective to the team. However, the portrayal of one scene showed his capacity for extreme violence towards fellow teammates. Even more shocking was when he killed a pregnant Vietnamese woman in the 1970s because of scarring on his face. While flawed, Blake still possessed moments of humanity that drew readers in. Despite his cynicism and different outlook from the rest of his group, the comedian was still able to learn and evolve as a character. Number 2. Lobo. Bounty hunters are typically morally neutral, and Lobo is no exception. His name means one who devours your entrails and thoroughly enjoys it, which reveals much about him. He killed every last member of his kind, the Zarinian, making him the sole survivor. At one point, Lobo changed course and became an archbishop in the First Celestial Church of the Triple Fish God, pledging to avoid violence. However, he eventually renounced his vow and returned to his violent ways. Many versions of Lobo exist. Earlier ones possess superhuman strength, speed, stamina, and immortality. Despite his vulgar nature, Lobo's personal code of honor prevents him from breaking promises. His membership in Legion, Rebels, and Young Justice further elevates his impressive resume. Before we reveal our top pick, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of our amazing content. And number 1, Black Adam. Black Adam has mostly been a real villain and an evil version of Shazam, but he is sometimes written as an anti-hero or even an anti-villain. Born an ancient Egyptian, he was a slave, and evil dictators killed his family in Kandak. He stumbles onto his incredible powers through his nephew Aman, after Black Adam murders him and steals Aman's powers for himself for what he believed was the greater good. Throughout his history in the comics, he would go on to partner with the Justice Society, but he would also happen to have a violent and destructive rampage around the world. Many other classic anti-heroes exist in the DC comics, including many associated with Batman. In many ways, the DC universe pioneered the concept, especially in the 1980s, when the comics introduced numerous characters who challenged traditional notions of being a classic superhero. And we've reached the end of today's video. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to let us know in the comments if there are any other DC anti-heroes we missed out on. If you enjoyed what you saw, please show us some love by liking the video and subscribing to our channel. Thank you so much for tuning in, and stay safe out there.